Hey Bears Nation, I'm Dustin Davis, and today we're breaking down the latest news from Chicago. The Chicago Bears organization faces a challenge that has become impossible to ignore. Despite offensive improvements under new leadership, one area of the roster continues to lag behind playoff expectations, creating a gap that could determine how far this team advances. The front office knows what the film reveals. When pressure vanishes, opposing quarterbacks find rhythm and close games slip away. Internal discussions about addressing this weakness have intensified as the postseason unfolds, with multiple potential solutions emerging from unexpected sources across the league. Whether through the trade market, waiver wire opportunities, or bold front office maneuvering, the path forward remains uncertain. What's clear is that standing still is no longer an option. Let's see the latest articles about Chicago. Firstly, can I ask for your help? Just leave a like. So many of you watch us daily and forget that thumbs up. It's a humble way to support and helps more than you know. Thanks a lot. Las Vegas edge rusher Maxx Crosby rarely holds back his thoughts, and his latest podcast appearance caught the attention of those following the Chicago Bears closely. During his session on The Rush with Maxx, Crosby delivered commentary about the Bears head coach that went beyond standard professional courtesy. When the conversation turned to offensive coordinators who impress him most, Crosby singled out Ben Johnson with enthusiasm that felt deliberate. He described Johnson as among the league's elite play callers, someone whose schemes demand respect from any defensive unit. He's one of the best in the league, one of the best play callers without a doubt, Crosby explained. He does an incredible job in all facets of offense. You know what I mean? Like the run game to the pass game, to the trickeration. He's really got all that. For a defensive player of Crosby's caliber to offer such specific praise carries weight. He expanded on how challenging preparation becomes when facing a Johnson-led offense. He's somebody I respect a lot. I can't say much bad things about him. Every time we go out there against an offense led by him, you gotta be on your shit and be at your best, because he's going to make it hard. So respect the hell out of him. Johnson has built his reputation on creative scheming and meticulous preparation that consistently creates problems for opposing defenses. For Chicago, hearing a top-tier pass rusher acknowledge that reality reinforces confidence in the offensive direction. The timing of these comments adds another layer, given Crosby's name has appeared in recent trade discussions. Crosby's generous assessment of Johnson gains additional significance when viewed alongside reports about his deteriorating relationship with the Raiders. Chicago could potentially pursue the elite edge defender during the 2026 offseason, as tensions between Crosby and Las Vegas reportedly continue to escalate. Near season's end, the Raiders made Crosby inactive for their final 2 games, despite his willingness to play, a decision that led him to temporarily leave the team facility before returning for his teammates' sake. Though Crosby has long been considered the embodiment of the Raiders' identity, that episode sparked questions about whether his time in Las Vegas might be approaching a crossroads. Diana Russini of The Athletic reported that certain league sources believe the Raiders would entertain trading Crosby if the relationship remains at an impasse. Raiders general manager John Spytek pushed back against that suggestion when addressing reporters. "I love Maxx. He embodies what a Raider is. I've been pretty upfront with that from the day I sat up here a year ago, and I continue to believe that." Right now, Crosby's public acknowledgement of Johnson adds complexity to an evolving situation. Will Las Vegas mend its relationship with its cornerstone pass rusher, or might Chicago find an opening to pursue a significant acquisition? League observers anticipate further developments, and both organizations will watch the dynamic closely as the early offseason months approach. In another development, a sudden roster move across the league could offer Chicago a more immediate answer to its pass rush woes. An NFL Network report indicated a veteran edge defender would soon become available, drawing attention from teams with pressing playoff needs. Ian Rappaport of NFL Network reported Monday that the Texans are releasing pass rusher Darrell Taylor, who just came off IR and is healthy now. He heads to waivers and can be claimed by a playoff team. For a Bears defensive line that has struggled to create consistent pressure, that timing holds potential significance. Houston's decisions stem from basic roster math. The Texans needed an active spot to elevate rookie safety Jalen Reed for Monday night, and veteran defensive end Darrell Taylor became the casualty. Taylor signed a 1-year deal and had been sidelined since November with an ankle injury. He cleared injured reserve last week and carries a healthy designation. Houston's situation allowed for the transaction. The Texans already feature one of the league's formidable edge combinations in Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson, who combined for 27 sacks during the regular season. For Houston, the roster adjustment addressed depth management. For other playoff organizations, it creates a short-notice opportunity. Chicago stands out as a logical potential claimer for multiple reasons. During Saturday's wildcard victory over Green Bay, the Bears initially struggled to generate rush against Lauren Love. The quarterback enjoyed substantial pocket time throughout the first half, building a 21-3 advantage, until defensive coordinator Dennis Allen intensified pressure packages and designed rush lanes that shifted momentum. Adding a veteran rotational edge contributor like Taylor could assist Chicago in manufacturing those critical pressure moments. Taylor wouldn't step into a starting role immediately. Expectations don't align with that scenario. The Bears primarily need rotational contributions, fresh legs, and a player capable of occasionally winning his edge matchup during obvious passing downs. Playoff contests frequently turn on narrow margins. A pressured throw, a single third down stop, a crucial sack. Houston's roster transaction won't dominate coverage, but it represents a low-risk, potentially valuable avenue for the Bears as they prepare for the divisional round.
At the same time, a far bolder option has emerged from the chaos unfolding in Pittsburgh following their playoff collapse. The Bears approach a crucial phase with an evident weakness, a pass rush that has faltered during critical moments. With the Steelers absorbing a devastating wildcard loss and organizational chaos unfolding in Pittsburgh, Chicago's front office suddenly confronts an unforeseen strategic opening. Pittsburgh absorbed the humiliating 30-6 loss to the Houston Texans in the AFC wildcard, and within a day, Mike Tomlin stepped down as head coach. The situation worsened when TJ Watt, Pittsburgh's premier defensive cornerstone, acknowledged he haven't had the answer for a long time, so don't ask me, when questioned about what needs to change for postseason achievement. If the Steelers prove willing, polls might offer a remedy. Why TJ Watt makes sense for Chicago? Watt represents an ideal addition to Chicago's defensive front, carrying 8 Pro Bowl selections and 4 All-Pro honors with Pittsburgh. Until this season, he held a single-season sack record with 22.5. Myles Garrett has since elevated that benchmark to 23.5. Securing Watt would demand substantial assets, yet polls must confront a pass rush that has ranked among the NFL's least effective units. The Bears produced only 35 pressures this season, placing them tied for 22nd league-wide. Montez Sweat led Chicago with 10 sacks. Only defensive tackle Gervon Dexter Sr. surpassed 5, finishing with 6. Dexter's interior assignment highlights that the Bears lack a genuine secondary edge threat. Daya Odingbo has underperformed, and Austin Booker has demonstrated potential but isn't the solution yet. Anticipate the price to be substantial. At minimum, 2 first-round selections and probably another premium asset, another high pick, or a player like Booker. Beyond that, it could require another first or second-round choice, or the inclusion of a developing edge player to balance the exchange. Even with Watt reportedly unhappy in Pittsburgh, this wouldn't constitute a simple transaction. Polls would need to navigate carefully to extract the pass rusher of Watt's caliber, but landing him would significantly upgrade a Bears defense that desperately needs a game-changing edge presence. The trade calculation is transparent. Sacrifice future draft assets or young depth now to acquire a proven, game-altering veteran who can immediately transform the trajectory of Chicago's defensive identity. Here's the big question. Should Ryan Poles go all in and trade for TJ Watt? Is giving up 2 first-round picks and potentially more worth it to land one of the league's premier pass rushers? Or would that mortgage too much of the Bears' future? With Pittsburgh in turmoil and Watt reportedly unhappy, this might be Chicago's only chance to acquire a game-changer. What's your take? Bold move or reckless gamble? Tell me. Don't forget, like and subscribe to join our fan base and stay up to date. Let's grow stronger with Bears. Until next time.